Hail Hydra is a motto that comes from the comic Captain America made by Marvel Comics. This comic that's based in the setting of World War II is a story about Captain America fighting with Hydra, Hitler's secret organization that dreams of world domination. However, this story's origin goes back to the Big Bang Theory and Greek mythology rather than World War II. First, the Big Bang is a theory that a great explosion occurred from a tiny dot and the universe came into existence, and that universe is getting bigger and bigger. Big Bang means big explosion. They say that this incident happened from a place where space itself does not exist. But how can there exist a substance like a dot when there is no space? And who made that dot? Also, if the universe was created through an explosion, then even today, shouldn't a universe be birthed every time something explodes? They cannot provide any supportive evidence to these types of questions. Because of this, they wrap this up with the great word theory and answer going around and around with the use of hard words that sound eloquent. In other words, it's wordplay. In actuality, even if a bomb is dropped in a neighborhood, the whole neighborhood would become devastated. However, for a universe being created due to an explosion, all things are created in a very detailed way and are running elaborately. This is a miracle that is harder to believe than any other miracles, but still, people so easily believe the Big Bang Theory because of the name of science. Anyway, the Big Bang Theory plays a central role in this comic. This is because the story is developed in the setting that the cosmic cube and 6 infinity stones, which were the powers of the universe, were scattered due to the Big Bang. In other words, the big explosion. If the cosmic cube is obtained, one will have the ability to control matter and energy, and if the 6 stones are obtained, one will have the same power as a god. However, the leader of the Hydra secret organization, Red Skull, obtains the cosmic cube among the scattered stones, and in order to conquer the world, he endlessly fights Captain America and the Avengers, namely Spider-Man, Thor, the Hulk, Iron Man, etc., who are like superheroes. This is the story's basic setting, and on top of that, it deals with a mystical world combined with fantasy, mythology, aliens, sorcery, and superhumans, etc. With the technology at that time, this kind of mystical world in human forms with superpowers could only be expressed in comic books. But as technology advanced, these comics started to be made into movies. Due to the excellent computer graphic effects, the fourth-dimensional world and the actions of superheroes with supernatural powers are made realistically and has captivated people's hearts. Because of these, this comic is rooted in the Big Bang and mystery world view. Also, the origins of the secret organization of Hydra is in Medusa from ancient Greek mythology. Medusa is a monster with several snake heads, and even if one of them is cut off, it has the characteristic of being able to grow back again. In Greek mythology, this snake remains a monster that symbolizes immortality, because no matter how many times the viper's head is cut off again and again, it does not die and continues to grow. However, a freshwater parasite, Hydra, whose size is incomparably smaller than that of the snake, has the characteristic of regenerating like Medusa, even after cutting and cutting the body. That is why Hydra is also known as a creature that symbolizes immortality. However, the important thing is that in this comic, this immortal parasite, Hydra, is the name of the secret organization, and the slogan was created by putting Medusa and Hydra together. Why is this? There is an important reason. First, if we look at the whole slogan, it is, cut off one head, 2 more shall take its place. Hail Hydra. When shortened, it goes by Hail Hydra. The first part of the whole slogan expresses that even if Medusa's head is cut off and off again, it will grow back again, which is saying that it is an immortal organization. Nevertheless, you can see that the last part of the slogan, Hail, is praising Hydra. This reveals that Medusa and Hydra are equal. It is because they both symbolize immortality. The thing that needs to be noted here is that Medusa is a serpent, and the serpent symbolizes Satan. Because of this, Hydra, which is equal to Medusa, naturally becomes a creature that symbolizes Satan. To reiterate once again, because Hydra symbolizes Satan Lucifer, the slogan Hail Hydra is the exact same meaning as Hail Lucifer. Here is the reason why the name of this organization and motto is important. But what's even more surprising is that rumors are spreading today that this freshwater creature is in the clear liquid. But is this a coincidence? It is absolutely not a coincidence. The freshwater Hydra, which symbolizes Satan Lucifer, is entering into the body right now. To be straightforward, Lucifer is entering the body disguised as a different name. To simply rephrase this again, because Hydra symbolizes Satan Lucifer, Hail Hydra becomes Hail Lucifer. Also, the fact that this Hail Lucifer is taking place in the body is ultimately an act of worshiping Satan. In Revelations 14:9-10, it is written that if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God. Also, in verse 11, it says that they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Notice here that the worship of the beast and the image takes precedence over receiving the mark in the forehead or in the hand. This means that the Bible is revealing that the worship of the beast comes first. Right now, in reality, the beast is entering the human body, which is the holy temple, and is being worshipped with Hail Hydra, Hail Lucifer. Anyone who receives a substance that symbolizes the name of the beast in their body is worshipping him with this slogan. And to worship his image means to belong to him. For this reason, in order to show that the person has become his possession, he gives a mark in the hand or forehead with his name, and this will naturally follow those who worship the beast. Exactly saying it again, it is not because a person received the mark in the hand or forehead that they worship the beast, but because they first worship the beast and his image, that the mark in the forehead or hand automatically follows after. The Bible is written in this order, and this work is presently in progress. Satan has already been advertising from a long time ago through this comic that he will be worshipped with Hail Hydra, sitting in God's holy temple. It is a well-known truth that Satan announces his intentions and plans in advance through movies, animations, and media. Him doing that is him imitating God's words, like Amos 3:7. Surely the sovereign Lord does nothing without revealing his plan to his servants, the prophets. Going back to the comic, Red Skull, the leader of the Hydra secret organization, gets an injection with the super soldier serum to become a superhuman. However, due to side effects, he turns into Red Skull. On the other hand, Captain America gets an injection with super soldier serum and becomes a more just super soldier without any side effects. The time that this comic was first published was in 1940, but it was already letting known that injections would be used as a method to modify people. Like this, Satan also had already announced in advance through what method he would enter the holy temple. All of this is connected to Hydra. Think of the Hydra that has spread to people all over the world. Just like their motto, it is becoming Hail Hydra or Hail Lucifer. This is a slogan that literally represents the beast sitting in the holy temple receiving worship, and the following briefly goes through several of the detailed reasons of why the dark forces salute this slogan. First, it is to obtain eternal life. Because they have all money, authority, and power, they want to live forever and retain that. So as they were researching this Hydra parasite that grows back even if it is cut again and again and does not age, they came to believe that this is an immortal organism. Through this, they are experimenting with the entire human race in expectation that humans can also become eternal beings. The second reason is to conquer the world. The Hydra organization has the philosophy that humans cannot control themselves, so they must take over their freedom and rule them. In order to accomplish this insane idea, they are using a method like a serum injection. The third reason is for population reduction. Experimental processes certainly have side effects all the time. The side effects that are happening all around the world are an adequate method to their desired plan of population reduction. Just like all of these, Hail Hydra is a slogan expressing selfish greed for only those who control and rule the world through a parasite called immortal life and finding a way to eternal life while simultaneously achieving depopulation. How evil is this work? No matter how long freshwater hydras live, how long would they live? If it enters the body, will it sustain a person's life forever? If it's really a parasite that never dies, then the fresh waters of the world should already be full of hydras. Moreover, if they were produced in a condition of not dying most of the time during the 6,000-year history of the earth, it is normal for there to be no more space for other living creatures to live because of the hydras that have fully filled the fresh water. However, until today, after a long time has passed, the number of hydras has been maintained to a certain amount, and there is enough space for other organisms to live together in the fresh water. That proves that hydras are not immortal creatures. Also, it is said that hydras only die due to natural enemies and environmental factors, which proves that they are not immortal by the word death itself. Nothing in the world is immortal. Because of the fall of Adam, all things are doomed to death. Hebrews 9:27 says, "And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment." Because of this, no matter how much a human being puts into his body what appears to be an immortal creature, and even becomes an artificial intelligence AI connected to a computer, he will inevitably die. Nevertheless, these evil plans that are pushing forward in order to live forever, with shouting "Hail Hydra," will rather become acts of the sins of the world reaching to heaven, which will soon call God's judgment. The Bible tells us that judgment has always come whenever sin has been filled. Judgment is coming soon upon this world because of their wicked sins that have been piled up. That is the 7-year Great Tribulation. Now, Hail Hydra, which is Hail Lucifer, is not a slogan for their dreams, but a warning slogan calling for God's judgment. These words have the same meaning that the rapture is going to happen soon, so we must prepare with all our strength for the Lord's coming more than ever before. Among these, the most important thing we need to do with everything we have is preserve our spirit, soul, and body without blemish. In order to do that, if you even hear just a rumor that a certain substance is the mark of the beast, you must never accept it. Despite hearing such rumors, if you take it lightly and accept it, you are knowingly choosing it. This is a different matter from the situation of really not knowing anything and receiving it. We must be vigilant even if there is only 0.001% chance of something being the mark of the beast, and we should not cooperate or participate in that work. This rapidly moving plan of Hail Hydra is being restrained by voices that tell the truth. Video links that share the truth will be posted in the comments section below. These are important videos. Please make sure to watch them. And I pray that everyone awakens and keeps their spirit, soul, and body holy until the Lord comes. Jesus is coming soon.